Our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag. All right, we in the building. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Do some boxing talk. Make sure we're good. We're gonna talk about Spence and Crawford thing real quick. Talk about Tank and Ryan Garcia update, Teofimo Lopez and Taylor June 10th, Josh Taylor June 10th from Madison Square Garden. So, on my court. There we go. Let me make sure that's all right. My bad. Yeah, I hit the button. My bad. Or hit the cord. So that's my fault. Don't forget you can listen to the podcast on Spotify, Anchor. In the morning, it'll be on Spotify 6 a.m. It'll be on Anchor at 7 a.m. It'll be on Anchor at 6 a.m. It'll be on Spotify around 7 a.m. It'll be on everywhere else: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Radio Republic. Around 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Don't forget you can listen to the audio. It's 100% free. Don't forget to drop a rating wherever you listen to it at. If you want a Pacific podcast, just DM me on Instagram. Appreciate everybody supporting me on Instagram. I'm creating on Instagram non-boxing content, but we do some boxing memes every now and again. There, you can follow me on Twitter. Twitter probably the best way to DM me than Instagram, unless you got my personal Facebook. But yeah, whatever the question is, if you got a podcast platform you want to see the podcast on. Always encourage people to get YouTube Premium. That is actually fucking awesome. Not gonna lie. I'm about to get YouTube TV, so I'll be able to tell y'all when I sit down and actually do that. But other than that, don't forget to check out my Detroit channel right here on YouTube, Mercy Sports Talk. Appreciate it that way. It's another great way to donate. Best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, listen to the podcast, rate the podcast. And eventually, when life slow down a little bit, I'll have some exclusive content on the podcast as well too. So, but yeah, we're gonna talk about the Spencer Crawford thing. Ain't gonna hold you up. Yeah, I got the audio fixed. Yeah, I had bumped the cord, so it'll do that. Shout out to Reek. Shout out to CG from Monterrey, Mexico. Y'all gotta get down to Mexico, bro. Regarding Spectrum League, a few people called them, and it seems like Bud fight is a go. Well, We'll see. We'll see. I think they one of the biggest cable companies in the US. So I mean, of course they should go because they ass on the line. So they ass on the line. So I ain't heard nothing back from Terence Crawford side of the street. So obviously it's probably something that he keeping close to the vest. I really don't care at this point. Cause think about it, if they gonna fight in June, right? If they gonna fight in June, Josh Taylor fighting in June versus Teofimo Lopez. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I'd rather go to that fight. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'd rather go to New York City. I don't have to spend a ton of money going out there, bro. It's close and the whole thing. So I really ain't tripping. Like I said, I'd probably rather go to I ain't gonna lie, Lopez and Taylor. That's probably where I'd rather go and break bread at. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. It ain't because it's top ranked, man. That fight got made in a timely manner. Now, is Teofimo Lopez arrow pointing up? Nope. Is Josh Taylor arrow pointing up after the Catterall fight? Nope. You know what I'm saying? At all. But, they made it in a timely manner. I'd rather go see Cocaine Bear 20 times over again. Do that come out this weekend, by the way? Because I ain't really got nothing to do, bro. This weekend. I don't even know who fight. But yeah, man. So they say Mortal Kombat 12 coming this year. I ain't shit at fighting games. If it ain't taken, I ain't no good at it. But I get that in that Street Fighter 6 though. I ain't gonna lie, I get that in the Street Fighter, bro. But I ain't no good. Only good fighting game I'm good at or was good at was Tekken. That's it. But uh but but yeah, I mean I didn't lost, interest in that fight, bro. I don't even care, dude. That shit should have happened last year. It didn't happen last year. And like I continue to say, bro, people tired. People tired, bro. People is literally tired, bro. I think, it's the summertime, bro, and they should be putting on great events in the summertime. But at the same time, dog, um, at the same time, I mean, we didn't been took through the ringer. They didn't did it. People just tired, bro. People just tired. They tired, dog. And then Errol Spence don't look like he in shape right now neither. And I know he can get in shape, and this is where they get it from the Spectrum website. I check the FanDuel Sportsbook. They didn't really have much on it. We just tired, bro. I don't even care, bro. Like I told you, I got more interest in Lopez, and Taylor. I got more interest in Loma and Devin Haney. I just don't really care, bro. I just don't really care at this point, man. They didn't took it out the joy out of it, you know, and that's the fact. And they want people to be excited and jump when they say jump. Why you just couldn't make this more in a timely manner? That's the question. Why couldn't they just make this in a timely manner? That's all we was asking. This should have been happening. They should be on the trilogy by now. And they didn't like the way people didn't like the backlash. They did not like people, going in on the backlash. That's exactly what happened. They did not like people going on the backlash about the Keith Thurman fight. And also Showtime, they probably ain't gonna be around. So to get Showtime to get interested in boxing, they probably had to make this fight. Terence Crawford had all the leverage. Hopefully he got more and some. But I believe it when they're in the ring together, bro. Spence just looked like he just started training. That dude belly hanging over his motherfucking belt line. You know what I'm saying? He sit there and he told all them lies. on Terence Crawford to save his own ass, bro. At this point, what's the point? What's the point of you spending all that money going out to Vegas, burning in the fucking Vegas heat for these two niggas? And they go say, well, we told you they wasn't gonna spend the money. Yeah, after you did sat here and drug us through the mud all this time, then you spend your money to get out there, right? And then them niggas don't fight. And then they don't fight. Then you looking stupid. Then they don't fight. Man, come on. That fight beyond its expiration date. Charleston White said it was rainwater. I assumed it was the other way around. But it was the Mo guy. That's what I thought it was. Ricky salute. He said, do they really have Spence Crawford TV eating on Spence don't want the smoke? That's what they saying. I mean, I don't believe it. But Coppinger was the first one to say they was talking. And then they in trouble with Showtime. Now today was supposed to be the show. I don't know if they kept the leak internal with Showtime, or they were supposed to tell people on Showtime they're supposed to do a town hall. And I guess the town hall, probably was kept internal. And you probably gonna hear stuff start to leak out probably tonight or whenever. But yeah, they probably had a private town hall. They're supposed to have a town hall today about the future of Showtime, and you pretty much know kind of where it's heading at too. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. You kind of know where it's headed at. You know what I'm saying? I tell you kind of a couple ways, especially you can tell kind of where it's headed at with the company. Now they start working you hard as hell, like unusually hard. You work Saturdays, as people come in Sundays, stuff of that nature. There's a good chance that they probably gonna lay off. They either probably gonna lay off, and if they really got a bump in production, they just gonna add a shift. That's what they gonna do. They just gonna add it. It's always cheaper to run second and third shift because of seniority. So, if it's an unusual spike, if they just going so hard, or shit get real slow and slow, you kind of can feel the pace and kind of how they acting and stuff. So they kind of know what's going on, what's been leaked, what's been communicated, what the budget looking like, all that type of stuff. They know exactly what's going on. And now they want to start making fights to say they ass, man. And Terence Crawford, he didn't take the bait. He didn't sit and wait. He fought Avanesian, stay sharp. But like I said before, I don't have no interest, bro. I don't have no interest. I support Terence Crawford. That's about it. But I ain't going to that shit. I ain't going to it, bro. I ain't putting no money in Al Heyman pocket, bro. That way, sending the wrong message. You sending the wrong message. And then they talking about this shit getting done, and they can't even do shit with Ryan Garcia. Right now, you hearing, Ryan Garcia, and you hearing them in the zone and Showtime still bumping heads. You hearing Tank Davis, need the money. You know what I'm saying? His money low, and he need the money allegedly. You hearing a lot of just different things. No cap. You're hearing a lot of different things. Of course, when you about to go to jail, you already know what it is. You already know what it is when you about to go to jail. But that's him. And these dudes don't be having no business managers and no nothing, bro. No financial advisors. You know what I'm saying? No accountants. So right now they saying it's the zone and Showtime thing. That's what they're saying. This is the Zone and Showtime thing. And like I said before, you creeping up on 6 weeks for this fight. You creeping up on 6 weeks for this fight to happen. You creeping up on 6 weeks. So, like I said before, you always got the feeling that PBC didn't want to make these type of fights. You always got this type of feeling. And now their ass is on the line. Now they want to start moving their feet. Now they want to start moving their feet and making fights and doing things that need to be done. Man, people fed up, bro. And people want to see Al Heyman head on the platter, bro. They want him gone. That's why they want him gone in the music industry. It's one thing to be shrewd, and it's another thing to be, a straight asshole or anti what the fans want. This dude ain't shrewd. This dude is just the devil when it comes to this shit, bro. That's what it is. He the Grinch that stole boxing, that stole music. His business practices. That's why anytime you got to run around and move like your head on a swivel, it ain't never good, bro. Like somebody said in the comment section, this dude out here moving like Dollar Bill. He said this man out here moving like Dollar Bill, bro. And that's who you want to sign with, somebody who can't show their face in public, somebody that you can't go out and have a cup of coffee. I was listening to the Ricky Smiley and Shannon Sharp interview they did on his podcast, Club Shay Shay. And Ricky Smiley was talking about not wanting to be like Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, where he liked to be able to go out to events and not be able to get rushed. And he liked to have his intimate time out and about. That ain't Al Heyman. Al Heyman can't have that impetus, that time and that move like he wanted to have and do all the stuff that he want to do because he a crook, allegedly. And he can't move like he want to move because people looking for him. And he done did so many motherfuckers wrong. Come on, this dude, he moved like he on the run. There was a video that he was out in like one of the Vegas resorts, and he was just like running from the cameras and running from people and stuff. That you ain't living like that because you important, nigga. You ain't living like that because people rock with you or people want autograph. You moving like that because people want your motherfucking head on the platter. People want your head on the platter. And another reason they doing this is because they know Charlo, they can't make Charlo and Errol Spence. And they know they can't make Charlo and Canelo. So ain't no other money fight for Errol Spence. And then you dragging a motherfucker who don't want to fight fight this dude. And then if he did want to fight, now he got to fight because there ain't no alternative option, bro. Ain't no Tim Tszyu. You're going to go over there and get the money. It's no alternative option. Ain't no Keith Thurman at 47.54. It don't make no sense. You hear all the backlash and all that shit. You could have saved your reputation, bro. You wouldn't be fighting for as much. It ain't nothing to lose this fight. Thomas Hearns lost to Sugar Ray Leonard, still went on and had a hell of a career. Roberto Duran quit versus Sugar Ray Leonard, still went on and had a hell of a career. Mike Tyson lost to Bugler Dudley, still went on to make a hell of a career, make a hell of a lot of money. It wouldn't have been shit. He made it more. He made this more than what it had to be. Errol Spence made this more than what it had to be. All he had to do was fight this man. Matter of fact, all he had to do was shut the fuck up. That's it. All he had to do was shut up. That's it. All he had to do was shut up. He the one that was out there running his mouth, trolling, saying, "Oh, he, teasing the dog in the gate and thinking the dog can't get out." Every dog got his day. Oh, he on the wrong side of the street. I ain't never going over there. He got to come over here, and they ain't think he was gonna get out that deal. Motherfucker dog got out that backyard. He got on the prowl, and he ran Errol Spence in the house. He ran the house cat in the house. Now, he ain't one of them Detroit alley cats and New York City cats. Nah, he ain't no Savannah cat. He ain't no Jaguar. He ain't even Salem from Sabrina the Witch. This motherfucker's a kitten. He's a Dallas alley kitten, bro. And he made himself look bad. This situation didn't even have to be this. This situation it didn't have to boil down to this for him. Had he shut up, he probably would have just been able to move up to 54 and transition without nothing going on. Or he would have been able to get in the ring without all this added pressure and perform. And even if he win, guess what? You waited nigga out till he was damn near 40. So you took away from your performance, bro. Now you made this motherfucker mad. Now he ain't just going out there trying to win. And he probably ain't going out there to try to knock you out neither. He going to do something worse. He trying to embarrass you. So you motivated somebody who didn't need no more motivation. Maybe he would have went out there and tried to outpoint you. Maybe he would have went out there and tried to knock you out. Now he trying to go out there and embarrass you. That's a whole different. That's the worst than going to nigga going to knock you out. He trying to embarrass you, bro. And at this point, for him to be sticking around, y'all to try to box him out, and Eddie don't want to mess with him, and this guy don't want to mess with him. Y'all didn't try to starve him out. Y'all tried to block him from making money. Dog, that's like them starving the motherfucking wildebeest in the cage and letting them out into the habitat to go hunt. This man about to hunt. Now, Errol Spence they do fight, can use it to his advantage. Continue to get under his skin, get him out of position, and knock his ass out. You get him so angry when he try to, he loses discipline and he fight without himself. I mean, at this point, you might as well play that card. That's what I do. At this point, that's what I do. You already pissed him off. You might as well, go all the way and try to get him out of character. We know Bud don't necessarily always fight discipline. So why not why don't you just make it count? Make him super duper mad. Try to get him out of position and capitalize on it. He already pissed. What Coach Malachi say? He said, if you're going to make him mad, make him hate you. If that was them, I'd be talking shit. I'd be making up lies, talk about his kids, talk about mama, talk about daddy. I'd talk about everybody, talk about his dogs, talk about Bernie. I talk about all them niggas. I make that nigga mad, so mad, bro. Rip his resume, and I'll try to get him to come out and fight on a non-disciplined fight and try to catch him. That'll be my game plan at this point. You pissed him off. So you might as well make him hate you. Shit, that's what AB did to Sean Porter. Kenny Porter ain't want to shake hands. Shit. That's where I'll be at with it. But like I said, this fight that lost this pizzazz, bro. They did it. Wasn't Terence Crawford's fault per se, and it probably wasn't 100% Errol Spence's fault. But they checked the temperature on the demand for the Keith Thurman fight, and it wasn't good. And they probably backdoored Keith Thurman some money, probably paid him to shut up and go about his business because he was promised a title shot. He was. When he gave up the WBC, he signed papers to promise the title shot, but they didn't lost. I'd rather go pay for WrestleMania, bro. Pay that 60 ball for 2 days. Come on. Then they probably gonna try to squeeze Andy Ruiz and Wilder in before that. And they did all this slander of this man's name. Slander this man's name, slander this fight. Now they gonna try to sell something. That's like you putting a car on Craigslist and you put a price on it, you put it on for 10 bands, but you say, well, this wrong with it, that wrong with it, this wrong with it, that wrong, you slandering it. Then you turn around and say you take it off and put it back up for 10,000 and try to resell it. Fuck that. They hadn't already killed the value of the fight. They didn't already killed the value of the fight. Come on. They didn't kill the value of the fight. Then they put the bitch on the back burner. You about to have several fucking pay-per-views before they even get to this fight. It ain't in no good spot. It ain't even like the dog days of summer. It ain't like it's going to be right before the 4th of July. Maybe it will after the 4th of July. when ain't absolutely nothing happening, they gonna put this motherfucker right with the NBA finals. I'm telling you, they don't want niggas to sell in boxing. I'm telling y'all that, bro. They don't want niggas to sell in boxing. He gonna be behind Haney and Loma. He gonna be behind Fury and Usyk. He gonna be behind Canelo and Ryder. He gonna be behind Ryan and Tank. He gonna be behind Fury and Wilder, Benavidez, Tommy Fury and Jake Paul, Adrian Broner. If he get off the ground and fight, man, it's gonna be the last fucking pay-per-view, bro. Don't feel AJ fighting Jermaine Franklin. He gonna be the last nigga fighting. They doing this shit on purpose, bro. They doing this on purpose, though. I'm telling you, bro. They putting this fight in a bad spot on purpose. Mark my words, bro. They doing this to prove a point. See, we gave y'all the fight and y'all didn't want to order it, man. Shit, nigga, we outside in June. Was you out y'all fucking mind? Well, man, last thing a nigga worried about is ordering the fight at midnight on June, bro. Nigga about to split a hole wide open, bro. Nobody think about that. Nigga catch it at the bar. Now, if it was the dog days where it was a month, a few weeks without basketball, all that type of stuff, then that's different. Niggas be fiending for sports. But they tried to start a man out. And I hope he got every dollar he was looking for, bro, and more. I hope he got every dollar he was looking for, bro, and some. I really do. I really do. But they still trying to sabotage this shit. Then you look at Errol Spence, that hold on like he in no shape. Come on. And they pulled the interest on the Keith Thurman fight. Wasn't nobody buying it. And wasn't nobody buying it. But we'll see. But if you had to ask me right now, you had to ask me which fight I go to, it'll be Taylor and Teofimo Lopez. That's what I'd rather go to. I'd rather spend as little money as possible and get satisfied. You go to Vegas, they're gonna charge an arm and a leg. And then what if this nigga pull out? And you know what I'm saying? You spent your money. Al ain't gonna want to give your money back. Man, I ain't got time for that. I don't trust it. Right now, we coming up on 5 weeks pretty soon, and ain't no Ryan and Tank. Come on. But a lot of people gonna say, "Oh man, we just happy for the fight happening," and cool. Shit, when a motherfucker starving you for so long, and they just drop some damn, they drop a few apples, that bitch gonna taste like caviar. But I ain't starving for boxing like that no more, bro. I will not watch no shit I ain't interested in. I'll tell you all that in a minute. I used to watch every little card they did, every little show they did. I'm not interested no more. The gossip drama, the most interesting shit about boxing. That's it. Y'all getting y'all hopes up, and then they turn around and still stick it to y'all. Man, I don't care. Pound for pound sports. That's when said the fight finna happen. Man, we've been saying that shit for 5 years now, bro. I don't know. They ain't the best. They ain't the best. The motherfuckers fought one time. And how long ago, bro? They ain't the best no more in boxing. They ain't the best no more. Fuck them niggas, man. Especially Errol Spence. They ain't the best. Somebody want to see a 40-year-old and a 35-year-old no more, man. Fuck them niggas, man. J Cash salute. No offense to Terence Crawford, but it ain't his, mostly it ain't his fault. But I don't care about them old ass niggas fighting, bro. Then you get your hopes up, and they say the fight, and then it don't happen, and man, fuck them niggas, man. Errol getting sent to hell if he get in there. Bud gonna try to hurt him, and dramatic. They gonna try to embarrass him. I don't think he gonna come out there and try her. I think he gonna try to embarrass him, and then he might try to. Then he gonna try to drown him. I just ain't interested right now. Maybe they get a poster and they get up there and they start talking trash. Okay, we a long way from that. Josh salute. He said that announcer promotes this fight. It's not. They're not going to promote. Name the last fight that was promoted correctly, and obviously it's a subjective question. Name the last fight that was promoted correctly, and I'm gonna go ahead and save y'all. And I'm talking about boxing. I'm gonna go ahead and save you the embarrassment. It was McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. I hope they have the biggest pay-per-view still. Black Magic. Man, I hope they get all the money they looking for. You right. Johnson salute. No, they couldn't get Canelo. They knew they couldn't get. They knew they couldn't get Canelo. If Canelo would fight Errol Spence, this fight wouldn't be happening, bro. And if they can get Charlo to fight Errol Spence, it's a good chance this fight won't be happening either. Trust me. Adolph Smith fighting Crawford in June 2023. The only way it's happening is on Bud time. He knows Al means his career and financial. Who knows? Maybe Al came clean. I don't really care, bro. When they name it, then I'm okay. But they losing money too by waiting too long to make the fight. Thought the objective was to make money, bare minimum, bro. They put this shit all the way on the back burner, bro. Look how many this pay-per-view fights. You got Paul, Fury, Benavidez, Plant, AB might squeeze in there. Loma and Devin supposed to be pay-per-view. Wilder and Fury might be in front of that too. So chat KO the like button, man. I'm tired of saying it, bro. I ain't even gonna say it no more. Spectrum Cable has Spence on residential pay-per-view price. We see. Charlo coming back and yeah, he is. He probably gonna be on the undercard. I heard he supposed to be fighting Andrade after that. I really don't care for that no more either. Fight parties everywhere the week before July. Excellent gate. 5, 6 is perfect. I don't even think nobody even care no more, bro. It depends if they do this right, promotional wise. You gotta understand when niggas feel heat on their ass and they skin, man. Ain't nobody trying to be inside watching no fight. I'm telling you. Especially when the finals going on and all that. Now, after ain't no sports on, after the NBA draft and the NFL, shit didn't draft and wore off and all of that, then yeah, I would say this fight probably need to be mid-July. That's what I probably would say. Mid-July, early August-ish. That'll kind of be my humble opinion on that. You talking about June, too much shit going on in June. When niggas, especially where it's cold at, niggas start tasting that heat, and them sundresses start coming out, them thighs and titties and ass and skin start showing out, man, bruh. You really trying to be out inside at 12 a.m. watching the fight, man? I know I ain't, bruh. I know I ain't at all. I already know I ain't at all, bruh. I'm gonna be somewhere hitting corners. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause I've been in the house all winter just doing my thing. Support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. You naming all these pay-per-view fights ahead of them. None of them fights are official other than play. Dog, at the end of the day, we gonna see. They don't have to be the ESPNs don't have to be official. They run their pay-per-views through their own network. So ain't no Spectrum and no Comcast and no Direct TV. All of them gonna be ahead of them. Trust me. All of them gonna be ahead of them. And then we ain't even talked about UFC, WrestleMania, AEW wrestling. We ain't even talked about them. And you none of that. We ain't even talked about them. That's the crazy thing about it. We ain't even ran our mouth about them. We ain't even ran our mouth, bro, about them about other events. Said the only way to make this fight good is when these guys 40 and older. The championship fights. I appreciate you, J Cash. Shit. That shit crazy, man. They want to wait till the last. They want to wait till the worst time of the year to make that fight, bro. They, from in my opinion, the best time to make this fight would have probably been in the fall. Like this going back in retrospect, it probably would have been the fall. There were no other fights in the fall, for real. It was no other fights. Eubanks and Conor Benn fell apart. The fall schedule was light on all sides. That was the best time to make that fight. You know, everything would have revolved around that fight had they fought October, November, December, early December-ish. Everything would have revolved around that fight. Going forward, you know, would have been good to do it around the Super Bowl. But at this, like the range they looking to fight in, the best time to do it is a few weeks after the NBA Finals, couple weeks after the draft. NBA draft don't really hit like that. Like a week or two after the draft, something like that. Right after the 4th of July, early August, mid-June, July, that would have been a perfect time where you ain't got nothing but they used to be called the British Open in golf. You had Wimbledon going on. You had the sports that people really don't care about. Yeah, you would have had NASCAR. People don't care about that. Wouldn't have been no Olympics. That would have been a perfect time to make that fight. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a perfect time to make that fight. So, as of right now, but putting it in June, I don't think it's going to be enough time between the finals, the draft. The draft is going to be the end of June. It's not going to be enough time for people just to focus on that. People got to miss sports, got to miss the NFL, miss the NBA. Sick of seeing baseball, sick of seeing golf. That would have been the perfect time to make it. Now, as far as traveling, it's probably gonna be expensive to get out there in June. I mean, that's kind of what I would think of it as, and how shaky their events is, how shaky their company is right now. It's a risk. If you really think Spence don't want to get in the ring, or you're really concerned about Errol Spence being, Errol Spence injuries and all that, or you may be really concerned about Terence Crawford being older and getting injured or something like that, come on. I feel y'all. I won't blame y'all, but they know they was wrong. They was wrong for stringing this out, bro. And whatever reason they got, if it's because Showtime forced them to put a better product on, or whatever situation, they could have did this more in a timely matter, bro. It's like when you get excited about something, they don't want to do it. But as soon as you ain't excited, you like, bro, oh man, I'm gonna do something else. Then they want to make a fight. Yeah, I looked at the 23rd of June. It looked like it's hard to get out in Vegas, especially if you're trying to get out for the bare minimum, bro. You trying to get in the basic and Delta, and that's across the board. I was looking at Southwest. I was looking at that's kind of why, money wise, that's kind of why you want it in the fall too. It's cheaper to get out to Vegas. It's cheaper. So you taking the chance, going out there and they don't fight. I mean, yeah, you still in Vegas. I feel y'all, and it's hot as hell, but in my opinion, could change. It could change, but I'd rather go out to New York City. Now, if they was fighting in New York City, I'd take my chances. I take my chances because that ain't shit. I can fly out there for free. I'm gonna get on the plane for free. He said Loma was just on fire 2 days ago. Sound shaky about the fight. Tank and Ryan 7 out, bro. That fight not happening. I heard it's gonna happen. Charlo Andrade 7 years too late. Incorrect about missing sports. You realize the biggest sports of NBA Finals. No, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. Wouldn't name me the time that it worked like that for them. Name me the time it worked like that. That you seen them marketing on the NBA. Name me a time you seen it work like that for them. I remember seeing Deontay Wilder on in the Final Four or in the March Madness tournament. Name me a time that that's worked for them. It don't. It don't. Have you seen the NBA TV numbers, dog, in the finals? That shit don't work. The best strategy is when ain't shit else to watch that people interested in, you plug that fight in there. That's the best strategy to do. And who say you can't use the NBA finals and the NBA draft to promote it to be in July? That's not a great strategy, bro. I'm just saying. To me, it don't work. Do the necessary. What research? Show them. Tell me. When have that worked? Didn't they promote Andy Ruiz in who was the Andy Ruiz fight or the fight they promoted before football came back on? What was that fight they promoted before football came back on this year? Y'all remember what fight it was on Fox? Because I'm gonna go ahead and destroy what you saying right now. Because you definitely don't know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah, it was Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz. How did that pay-per-view do? How did that pay-per-view do? How did that pay-per-view do? I just want to know. How did that pay-per-view do? Okay. Come on, man. You talk about like them talking about using that. They don't even promote. Come on, man. They run a 10-second ad and expect people to watch it. We will see Bo versus Link Lewis before we see Tank and Ryan. I heard it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna trust my source. Shout out to Linktree. I heard it's gonna happen, bro. Hope the NBA lose their deal with TNT when they renegotiate next year. Why you don't like TNT? I really don't be watching it. I like watching the hockey on TNT. I like their camera setups and shit. But yeah, I heard NBC post be trying to get back into the NBA harder, man. I remember they used to have a nice little lineup. Remember like NBA, remember Hang Time, the TV show used to come on, and then they go inside the stuff. They used to do triple headers on Saturday and Sundays when I was a kid. When Jordan was at his peak in the NBA, they used to do triple headers on Saturday and Sunday in the middle of the NFL season. Yeah, they don't do that shit no more, bro. They don't fuck with the NFL no more. They ain't had no respect for the NFL back in the day. Well, you had Jordan, so yeah. But even back then, I say this all the time. Even back then, you seen the NFL becoming the number one sport in America. It was already happening. Michael Jordan was really carrying the NBA, and in the 2000s, the Spurs, the Lakers kind of, man, they wasn't carrying it like it was like after Jordan, it really wasn't no real torchbearer for real. You had Kobe and Shaq, but they wasn't Jordan. Spurs wasn't Jordan. Pistons wasn't Jordan. The league was still good. I would stay up, watch the games. The Suns was good. Even the Clippers had some good years here and there with Elton Brand and them. But that's why they wanted to get the torch to LeBron so bad. But LeBron couldn't carry it like Jordan. The game has regressed under LeBron as far as the evolution. You know what I'm saying? What is it? The de-evolution of the NBA? It's regressed. And I think a lot had to do with, AAU. A lot had to do with technology streaming. It's harder to track the views. And when he teamed up, that opened the door for KD to team up. So, it's no competition. It's hard to go hard and dominate when you can't touch nobody and all y'all grew up in the same AAU programs and going to the same camp and you breaking bread with your brother and sisters. How can you really go hard and try to, all them friends? So they rather team up than compete. David Stern and them took the competition out the NBA, bro. They took the sport. It's not even a sport. It's just entertainment. It's no physicality. It's touch files. They travel up and down. It's just a terrible product. And they ain't gonna realize that neither. He said, "How you gonna compare Andy and King Kong, man? At the end of the day, did they not use the NFL to sell that fight? And did it sell? No, it did not. I'm telling you, more people probably know Andy Ruiz than Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. I'll tell you that. Shit, they might know Luis Ortiz too a little bit more too. Shit, he got knocked out by Wilder a couple times. I'm telling you." He said, "No, I just don't like the NBA. It's a bad product at this point." Yeah, it is. I ain't even gonna front to you, dog. It is, bro. I remember, man, we used to watch we was out of high school, we was in college. We used to come home, bro, from hooping on the streets and shit. And we used to watch the Celtics and the Laker finals, like what 09, 010 ish, them type of finals. It was like 08, 08, 09 ish, whatever it was. That NBA was still pretty good then, though. It was solid. NBA barely doing better than boxing, and after All Star Weekend, NBA is going to be boxing in 5 years. Keep pissing off the fans. Yeah, it's close. I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, ain't no sport really thriving like that. That's why the NFL able to tread water and do Kaepernick like that, and put some niggas on the stage to chuck and jive and dance and perform and all that type of stuff. That's why they able to do that, because ain't no other sport progressing fast enough to catch it. Nobody. Baseball, they refuse to modernize. NHL coming back, but it was the lockout that did them in. They killed their sport. But it's hockey is the great thing about them not touching hockey is about hockey locking up. They haven't been able to kind of fuck with hockey, man. How they're like politically correct in hockey. If hockey get big enough, they're gonna try to stop them from fighting and all that type of shit and stop them from hitting. That's the great thing that hockey flew under the radar in the lockout, because they ain't touched it. It's one of the original sports that you can still watch. And you can see them fighting all that shit. He said these dudes going to fight. Would love to see the fight go down maybe the end of July, early August. It'll be a good time right before school starts in NFL. Eric Williams, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, when you fiending to watch something, that's kind of my rationale behind it. But they rather not compete. I blame LeBron and Adam Silver. They destroyed the bad, Stern and Jordan built. Well, shit, the David Stern, he started it. He sure did. You couldn't touch Michael, couldn't hit Michael. Michael brought a lot of money though, for sure. He started that, bro. LeBron, you made them want to team up and being friends and shit. You have a lot to do with this, bro. Competition in America is going down in all aspects. Yeah, it is. I mean, shit, now in corporate America, there's more competition than ever. I mean, women is able. They telling women they could be on the same playing field as men now. So it's a lot in corporate America. It's a lot of competition. A lot of women got to walk around like they took a testosterone shot up their butt and they want to compete with you. Just look how they strut around the gym, when they strut around the job, and look at all the bull daggers they got in political offices and powers and shit, bro. Look at all the mayors and check out their sexuality, bro. Around the mayor, all the female mayors and governors and shit, man. Just pay attention. These women rather compete, bro. And at the end of the day, with them, competing and all that type of stuff, they just gonna be lonely. All the NBA now is just guys showing off their handles, no true competition. They can't even do that. They travel. He said, "You're not lying about the NBA terrible right now. If you're reporting is right, I would love the NBA to go back to the NBA." Well, that's what I heard. That's what Tom was telling me. They supposed to be making a hard bid. They adding two teams too. So the rationale is that the Grizzlies gonna go east, and Seattle and Vegas is gonna get a team, and LeBron is trying to get the Vegas team. But in order for that to happen, it's by 2024, LeBron gonna have to retire. They ain't gonna let him play it on. So LeBron gonna have to retire. And what they gonna do when it's time for LeBron to buy, they gonna bring up all the shit LeBron did and try to stop him from buying a team. They're doing it to Kevin Hart right now. They canceled the show over there in Egypt. That's what they do. And that's why I didn't like LeBron really speaking up on political stuff. That's why Michael didn't speak up on political stuff. A lot of people got mad because Michael wouldn't speak up for a Democrat, but Michael knew what he was doing. You can't mix politics with this business, bro, and being the color that Michael is. If Michael spoke out and did all that, he'd have never been able to own the Bobcats. Bob Johnson didn't do the sleazy shit he did on BET. He never been able to buy the Bobcats. Sometimes you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game to get in position of powers. He said, dudes talk boxing 2 minutes earlier. Spence name come up. India is irrelevant. Entertainment is dying. One man, bro. You okay? Whatever. I don't care what you talking about. You talking about some bullshit. Basketball should get rid of AU. Kobe called it wasn't going to be good for us. It's not. It's not. It's not. I told y'all that. It's too much fraternizing, overworking the kids. That's why kids probably having so many injuries now. The kids, at the end of the day, kids have the whole, fall to worry about playing basketball. In the summer, they should be enjoying being kids, playing baseball, playing football, playing tennis. The more sports you put your kids in, the better athlete they can become. You don't know what they can be good at. A lot of black people just think sports the only way out too, or basketball, football the only way out. Your kid could be a star in tennis. Your kid can be a star in golf. It take a lot of money to play tennis and golf and baseball, travel baseball. And AAU is different. They got all the spine, but if you're gonna go play travel baseball, it costs a lot of money. You're gonna play golf, it costs a lot of money. You're gonna go play tennis, it costs a lot of money to play those sports. But where there's a will, there's a way. You got somebody that's trying to be a basketball star, it's 600 spots, in the NBA, whatever it is. He's trying to be a basketball star. This dude probably would have been one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Could be one of the greatest chemists of all time. It's a crazy thing about life, bro. But yeah, let me talk about Josh Taylor and T.O. real quick. So apparently Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez have agreed to fight June 10th. Now, I thought Josh Taylor couldn't come to America. I guess they figured that out, or I was tripping. So Keyshawn Davis is now fighting Anthony Agit April 8th. His opponent fell out. So that should be an interesting fight. I know he fought Rolly. Rolly gonna talk about how he knocked him out if Keyshawn don't knock him out. So but yeah. So right now they saying they can fight at the Madison Square Garden Hulu Theater. They fight at the Hulu Theater, man. Teofimo Lopez should be ashamed of that. He need to be in the big room. They need to be in the big room. If I'm being honest, they need to be in the big room. But it's a good fight. I think it's honestly a pick 'em fight. Don't like the way Josh Taylor been looking since he left Shane McGuinness. Don't like the way Teofimo Lopez regularly been looking. Catterall. A lot of people feel Catterall beat Josh Taylor. T.O. is a sharp counter puncher. I think it's really a pick 'em fight. I ain't like the way T.O. been looking either per se, but I think it's a pick 'em fight. Taylor a big guy, but it just seemed like since he left Shane McGuinness, it just ain't been working for him, in my opinion. So since he left Shane McGuinness, it just ain't been right for him. So that's just something that you gotta look at. And then also could do something with the weight. He a really big dude, bro, up close. Really big dude, but it's just something missing. I think it's a T.O. in a good spot. He can get the lineal belt, the WBO belt. And then they could talk about fighting, Regis Pro Race and all that stuff. But I think he in a good spot. I think he in a wonderful spot. So, but he could be in a dangerous spot too. And what you got to remember too is that Josh Taylor is not. He is not. What's my man's name? Sandor Martin. He don't move like that. Taylor is better. When he coming forward, T.O.'s a good shot, a good sharp counter puncher. So for T.O., he ain't gonna have to look for somebody sticking and moving. Taylor gonna come right to you. He'll move his head here and there. He gonna have some sharp counter abilities, but I think it's tailor made for T.O. to look pretty good in this fight. You got a guy who weight drained. You got a guy who ain't been relatively looking good. I wasn't as impressed as I thought he was going to be versus Jose Ramirez. I mean, since he left Shane, man, he just ain't been looking the same. I forget who he now training with, but if T.O. power ain't a factor and he can't keep Taylor off of him, he probably gonna get knocked out. He probably gonna get knocked out. Now I can see that happening. He probably gonna get knocked. One thing about Taylor, he gets sneaky counters too. He got sneaky counters. He'll move his head off the line and he keep his shots, tight. But he gotta look at what Catterall did. I think Catterall might be a little bit more rangier than Teofimo Lopez. I could be wrong. But Catterall used his jab. Um, his jab was able to control the fight. His jab was able to control that fight. And when the jab landed, he was a southpaw too. I think TSTO was southpaw. He a southpaw too. So yeah, he got 69-inch arms, bro. But his jab was able to control that fight, bro. And then he was able to put his shots together behind that jab, and he found his he found his rhythm. So T.O., yeah, they got about the same reach. Yeah. And T.O. orthodox, so but he got a chance. But Jesus Christ, if he can't keep Josh Taylor off of him, he gonna get the blueberry muffins beat out his ass. That's the thing about it, bro. If he can't catch Taylor coming in, and Taylor start getting to Taylor gonna somebody gonna I think somebody gonna get stopped in this fight. I think somebody gonna get stopped. And I think Teofimo Lopez, think about his fight with Martin. Shout out to Fotex for being a member. The thing about his fight with Martin, he makes some mistakes too, bro. I mean, if I was Josh Taylor, maybe you let Teofimo Lopez come to you. He jumping off his feet. To me, I probably slightly favor Taylor, but I don't like the decline, bro, that he been having at the weight. I don't like the decline he been having since he ain't been with Shane, bro. I just don't like it, but if he can take the shot, if T.O. can take the shots and he can catch him coming in, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's really a good fight. Shout out to Anthony in the cash. I appreciate you. I just seen it. It's a good fight, bro. It's a real good fight. But if Taylor get the cooking, and he able to get away from T.O. counters, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably gonna stop him. But I think it's a good fight, bro. But it ain't gonna be like Sandor and Martin. But Campa has some success. I think he was a little bit too bulky. I think he was a little bit too. I think he was a little bit too bulky in that fight, and I think in the Sandor and Martin fight, I think that he was a lot more explosive, a lot more springy in that fight. So yeah, I liked him a lot more physically in that fight. But there's some things that he do, man. He fight the wrong person, he gonna be in trouble, bro. There's some things that he do in that ring, bro. Like jumping off his feet. But his chin is gonna get tested. His chin is gonna get tested. Trust and believe his chin gonna get tested in this fight. And like I said before, if T.O. should go to the body. Anytime you got somebody like Josh Taylor who's struggling to make the weight, who as big as he is, you gotta bang the drum. You gotta bang that drum. He need to bang that drum, bro. He gotta bang his drum. But I don't know, man. But he ain't got to worry about nobody. running in this fight or moving in this fight. Hold on, my damn. My bad. You ain't gotta worry about nobody running. He gonna get exactly what he looking for. Somebody going right in his wheelhouse. So I don't want to hear no excuses after this fight from him. What's going on, Kobe?
What's going on, bro? Who you talking about? Teofimo?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he gonna be right there. You know, if Josh Taylor is any I know you say you wasn't really you felt like Josh Taylor took a little bit of a backslide when he became undisputed against Ramirez, but even if that Josh Taylor show up against Teofimo, his ass is grass. He ain't gonna do much against him. Teofimo just regressing, just like you said. He remind everybody of like the maybe a great value version of AB when AB was at his physical apex or his prime, if you want to say.
he
I
just
don't think-
mentally fucked up though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say, and then he mentally weak. Cause so what if Josh Taylor decide that he gonna out tough him, just like how you said
He
out
might
physical.
he might want to move on his ass the way he jump off his feet and can't cut the ring off. He might want to move a little bit and set something up if I was him. But then
I,
again, you going into foreign territory too. You going in his backyard, so you ain't trying to give up no rounds.
you talking about T.O. or Josh Taylor?
Josh
Taylor, right?
Taylor, yeah. So
Oh
I
yeah. So yeah, I just feel like Taylor just gonna try to outthug him out, and he not one to shy away from fighting on the road anyway. Like he impresses on the road. So I mean, I feel like I don't think that T.O. I think the verdict kind of out on T.O. I feel like once we seen those last 4 rounds against Loma, how he was kind of fading, head snapping back from Loma, and he was kind of gassing out. I don't think that he's shown any type of improvement since then.
just think he fought stupid versus Cambosos.
He fought very dumb. Like he came out like lunging. He threw a punch that like someone who just getting into their first fight just learned how to slap box would throw. Like opening up with a wide ass punch and thinking that he just fell in love with just his overall power, the hype behind him. Like the ESPN built the monster
Man,
to
he
say
built the monster in his mind.
in his mind. In his mind, they built the monster and he bought in. And so far,
Your daddy supposed to keep you grounded.
and your daddy out here just gassing your head up. You know what I'm saying? His pops seems like a really cool guy. I interviewed him, but he just he bought in, and then bro, Xander Zayas stole the show away from him, and it kind of seemed like he was like he heard the crowd booing him there too in the garden too, his home crowd. So it seemed like it kind of messed with his head. And you know, boxing a mental game.
I don't know. We know what his real problem is.
Yeah, we definitely do.
That
We definitely.
woman.
It's that woman.
I mean, shit, they take you there. I hate niggas who say, man, nigga weak, man. Like, all right.
No, you can't say that because he got children involved. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, even if children wasn't involved,
Well,
shit,
yeah, not everybody.
man.
And like I said, athletes. I always say this: like, if you're a pro athlete, you've been working your whole life to be a pro athlete. So, when do you really get the time to really experience life outside of what you're working towards?
True. But yeah, he better be prepared then.
Yeah, he better be mentally prepared because Josh Taylor really not gonna be there to play.
I don't think he gonna show up in that fight, bro.
He
I
might.
got a feeling he gonna show up.
He might. He lost that last fight for sure. So
And
he
he
kind of
did.
got
My
to.
man dropped him twice too, and
Oh
only
yeah,
counted once.
I was there, bro. I seen that. Everybody was
Mhm.
like, he got dropped. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got your home crowd even saying like, "Yo, you lost." Everybody booed him. I think the only person that I heard, I was taking like a little survey, like who won, who won. I think it was like an NYPD cop. I'm like, who won? He was like, they not gonna let T.O. walk out of here, loser. He was right. Dad said that, bro. Said they're not gonna let T.O. walk out of here, loser. Come on now.
Especially to him.
Come on, bro. Especially, come on, bro. Like because they don't do Top Rank really got a cash cow that fight in America at this point? If you think about it,
Hell nah.
so they need To to kind of bring some seats in. They just lost Berlanga, and everybody kind of was on some like, yo, we not really jacking Berlanga no more because He just seemed like he just not
You
there.
talking about they wanted me to take a step back? I'm like, nigga, you
You
don't
need to
think
take
you
10 steps back.
like, bruh, like, who was in your ear, bro?
I don't know who listening to him, bro. Like I remember asking Andre Rozier, and he was just on some stuff like,
He
what
ain't even
somebody
with
said.
him no more.
Yeah, he not. He was just like, I wish him all the best. He has all the talent in the world. He just need to listen. And then what's crazy is that I used to work with his cousin, and his cousin even said like he just got these people that's like kind of letting him, kind of reassuring like the bull job in his head, like, yo, nah, you just need to tweak a little this and a little that. You good though, like you a championship level fighter, and right now
Man,
he
ain't no
looking
way
like
you
he
can
just a
watch
club level.
yourself. Ain't no way you say you can watch him. And I mean, like I said, ain't
And
no
then you got these
way.
rumors. And you got these rumors that he might be fighting Danny Jacobs. They must really be trying to get him up
Danny
out of there.
Danny Jacobs gonna lay down for it bad. I don't see nobody laying down in front of the New Yorkers on Puerto Rican Day Parade. Must be a good bag.
Bro, he bet if Danny Jacobs do that, then I'm done. I'm officially done. Well, I've been done, but
Hey, you
after
should
that
use
could
a
never
super
done.
champion to get the winner. Handy about to take them belts right back over to y'all boy Eddie Hearn.
Eddie. Well, Kel Brooks said Eddie.
Charlo fighting on Juneteenth. My bad. Charlo fighting on Juneteenth. Fighting so
I don't
lucky.
even want. I don't
So it
even
won't
want
be
to.
the 10th. It won't be the 17th. My bad.
Oh,
I
you talking
forgot.
about you talking
Yeah.
about Bud and
Yeah. I'd rather just go to Taylor, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't about to spend all that money going out there and Al Heyman had motherfucking Terence Crawford fighting Ugas or some shit like that.
will kill Ugas. Well, I know somebody that think Ugas could beat Terence Crawford.
Man, bro.
Sacrifice that nigga's soul. Ugas, someone go talk about Terence Crawford. They never wanted to fight him before.
They
Danny
was in
Garcia.
talks too. Shit, Al Heyman
And
talked him
and
out of
remember, he
taking that
turned that
fight.
joint down. Danny
But Al
Garcia.
Heyman made him tell him down, turn it down. But he got him a title though, like he promised. So
Danny Garcia. What was Danny Garcia excuse?
man, that nigga, man,
He I thought I'll putty cat. That's what it was.
they make you don't even want to see them fight this nigga, man. They making this nigga into Godzilla.
Yeah, like come on now. Like, it's just if the fight happened, it happened. I doubt it. I don't believe that's gonna happen. We already went through these damn phases two
We
summers
can't
in a
even
row.
get Ryan Garcia.
We really can't.
I heard it's gonna happen though.
Is it?
Yeah, I heard it's gonna happen. I heard the zone and Showtime. I don't know. They said your boy need the money though before you go in that pen.
Oh, he definitely do.
Your boy
He
need them.
definitely do.
Them niggas don't have no business managers, no accountants. No, how you advisor? You
Remember,
advisor?
I remember, bro. I remember reading that 50 Cent book. It was actually the last book I read. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah, it was the last book I read. The Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. When he said that Floyd, like he was really trying to help Floyd, kind of just set up for the end of his career, kind of enterprise his own name. And Floyd was like, when he had set up a
He said
business
he
meeting with
asked
Floyd.
him. He said he asked him to
Yeah,
do it. You
remember
already
you
know what
remember
happened.
remember the part in the book where he said that like him and Floyd sat down and they had a business meeting and Floyd like was like, "Yo, 50. So what was they talking about? Explain it to me." And he said he had realized like Floyd really don't ain't business savvy. Like he don't understand the basics of business like at all. Some people, like you said, like some people there's rich slaves. There's just people who are high earners. They get paid a lot of money and they have a lifestyle, but they can't use that money and turn it into something else. That's why when I told that bitch ass nigga when he made that comment on Twitter, Floyd can't spell investment. He don't know how to invest no money. Sure, you could say that you got all these investments, but your net and your
He don't
bank
even have
account
a
not gonna show it.
he ain't got no account, bro. And you
Yeah,
know
bro, you
why?
don't have it.
He get any accountant, nigga, they gonna tell him, man. Like
You getting robbed blind.
exactly, exactly, bro.
You
That's
should
a
have this
perfect.
much amount of money and you only have a fraction of it. Then what you gonna say?
That's why he probably talking about it not again. Well, you would think he would probably set him up with his guy.
Yeah,
But his guy,
which
he
will get
can't trust.
easier.
But he couldn't trust his guy because his guy probably gonna tell him what's going on.
Yeah, you get so he's just like, listen, I'll be the business manager. No, an advisor is not a business manager.
He supposed to advise you to get one.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever watched Entourage, but there was a season where Vince and his crew, they was basically broke. They was in the hole. Vince got a movie role. First thing he did was bought a like a 12-bedroom mansion, and his advisor was like, "You idiot! I told you to buy this house for $1 million. What are you going to do?" And he's like, "I'm gonna get the money." He was like, "No, dumbass, you're in the hole." Vince will always end up messing up buying a Rolls Royce or buying a big. But your manager's like, "Yo, listen, your business advisor is telling you like, yo, you got to get an accountant so that you know how to spend." Like, nah, an advisor advises you, "Yo, listen, you could take this $1 million and invest it, or you could take it and just let it sit in the bank. I'm advising you to do this. You don't got to do it, but that's my advice." I feel like that's what Al Heyman did.
A lot of niggas just listen and don't see how it work. That's why they begin
Yeah,
taking
no,
that. And then you
and
gotta
what they don't, and they
like,
might not know how to say no either, because they just think that Al is just working in their best interest, and that ain't always the case.
they working in their best interest.
Yeah, you taking their hands out the cookie jar. I don't know how you could be. Well, you a 4 weight world division champion. You made all this money, and you say you ain't get paid in 6 fights, bro.
Well,
Six
that's a reason
fights.
why. There's a reason why.
You just borrowing and borrowing. All
Because
your taxes is that
he
messed up.
he took him out of jam. Shout out to Greenwood Stocks, bro. He took him out of jam.
And you supposed to be one of them Ohio boys. Come on, man.
It is what it is. He said it's never been big on T.O. I want somebody to put a bum Langer to sleep. He's surrounded by yes men. Of course, all the New York athletes, fucking something wrong with them, bro.
Yo, chill out, bro.
My name one it
And
ain't.
stop
Oh
bringing
wait,
and stop bringing up Stephon Marbury with the Vaseline. He's
Larry
reformed.
Brown, a nut job. What's about the other hooping boy that was supposed to be really good? Felipe Lopez.
He's not
What
from New
happened to
York. He's
him?
from DR.
My fuck out of here. Y'all claimed
He's
him.
from
That nigga
no, he
was selling
didn't.
out. It was selling out gyms up there. Stop it. Don't sit there and lie, bro.
No, he's from DR.
Oh my god. So y'all didn't claim Felipe Lopez, bro?
Nope, I didn't. Nope, he's
These
Dominican.
I didn't, bro. He was the biggest thing in New York City
No,
hooping
he was
wise.
not.
Bro, who was bigger than him at the time, bro?
Wasn't Ron Artest?
No, come on, man. Felipe Lopez, bro.
If
They
you said
like, come
Ron
on,
Artest, I'd be like, yeah, okay,
bro. Felipe Lopez was that guy, bro.
bro. I'm telling
Oh my
CJ,
god,
I'm tired of you telling me about New York sports.
bro. I
You
don't
don't
have
live
to.
here.
I don't have to live
You
here,
don't
bro.
live
Felipe
here.
Lopez was bigger than he was the
He was never
biggest,
bigger than Ron Artest, bro. Stop it. When Ron
bro.
Artest
He
was
was the
playing for the
biggest,
Johnnies,
bro.
we thought we had Michael Jordan on the court,
No,
and
we
he was
talking
cooking
about in
everybody.
high school, my nigga. High
When
school, Felipe
how old is
Lopez
Felipe
was.
Lopez? Hold on, let me see
I
what year
don't
he got.
know, man. Come on, that nigga really probably 60 in Dominican Republic years right
Okay, but I'm
now.
just trying to see his graduating class because I know
Bro,
for a
that
fact.
nigga was the biggest. They was just talking about him. I was watching somebody from New York City was interviewing him. Bro, that dude was huge, bro. I even knew about him. That's crazy. That dude was huge in New York City, dog.
He wasn't like that though.
Bro, yes, he was, bro.
He was.
He went number like 24th off the New York City hype. He didn't do shit in the league. He got drafted off the hype,
Bro,
bro.
let me tell you something. Felipe Lopez, there was a craze about him, but only because of the Latin community. Everybody
Okay,
knew.
yeah, but
Everybody knew he
I
was
try to
never
how
in
many
New York City. And
that was
because he went
half
to
of New
St.
York
John's,
City,
he
bro.
was
That's more than half.
never,
He
he
that's more
was
than half.
never Lamar Odom or
Bro, we
Ron
know
Artest.
we knew that.
Hype wise,
But
everybody thought Lamar was about to be Magic Johnson.
bro, that nigga was selling out crazy shit, bro.
This man gonna tell
Crazy
me
shit. I'm
something.
not saying that he was better than Nah, but that nigga was super duper hype, bro. Like dog got drafted 24th off of hype, bro. Real
He
talk,
didn't.
off of
He
hype.
didn't play bad for the Johnnies though.
For hype, bro. I'm trying to tell you, off hype.
For him to stay in St. John's that long,
And
they
for
must
you
have
to
been
sit
paying.
there even Greenwood side say Felipe Lopez was the man. He from Texas, bro. Everybody knew.
He was not that. You know what?
Bro,
Whatever.
of course, man. Maybe because you black, bro. Maybe because you black. They black too. Let them tell it. Some of them.
Some of them think that they white, but you're right.
Ron C said Felipe Lopez definitely had the city lit, bro. I'm trying to tell this dude,
No, bro. Okay.
You gotta remember he from like the countryside of New York, bro. He like from
Who?
he from like the
Who?
where Joe Smith Jr. from and shit off the dock.
Who?
He from off you, nigga. You from the docks, nigga.
Bro, I was living on 195th and Woodhull, bro. Stop.
He is from
I was
Rochester.
in the heart of Queens. I was in the heart of Queens, Jamaica, Queens.
From Rochester with Willie Monroe.
He said Rochester. Shut the fuck up.
Bro.
You don't even know what Rochester is.
That's what I do. I definitely do know Rochester is, bro. I got a couple homies from Rochester, bro. My college doormate, he was from Syracuse, dog. Come on, man.
Syracuse ain't even New York. That's a totally different country, as far as I'm concerned. Bro. He said, I'm from Rochester.
Oh, man. He said he killed his stock. He should have went to the league out of high school. He said countryside of New York. You know, that's
Ricky, this guy's crazy.
That dude from the country, man. I got cows and shit. Grass-fed cows, organic milk and shit. That nigga ain't nowhere near a bodega, bro. Closest bodega 100 miles away.
Chill.
Only chopped cheese he get is in his kitchen, cuz.
I ain't had chopped cheese in years with that.
Told you the nigga from the country, bro.
Not because of my diet. You know damn well.
Man, fuck out of here, man. I got like there. Come on, man. Come on, I don't care. He don't be in the streets. Cameron be in the streets more than you, bro. Reporting on the news.
Of course, he's killer. That's killer.
Bro, he was like laughing. Come on, bro. You from New York. You should know that. I think he just basically saying the Latin community really hyped him up. That's pretty much.
It really was that. Like
you don't have a lot of Latin hoopers,
Dominican,
bro,
yeah.
At all. They more baseball players.
They definitely baseball players. They got baseball.
Yeah, they more baseball players, bro. So he was like a phenomenon just based off that.
Where did he even end up going? Like getting drafted? I don't even remember. Probably Timberwolves, I think.
Don't no Dominican nigga surviving up there.
Hell no. You remember Stephon Marbury was like, get me the hell out of here.
He got drafted
by the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies, yeah. Was they in Vancouver? Hell yeah. Same shit.
He was in Vancouver, then he went to Washington, then he went to Minnesota and was out of the league.
Yep.
He was out of there.
He was Mr. Basketball of the U.S. of the whole country, bro.
Of the country.
Damn, that's crazy. I don't see Mr. New York around that bitch though, but he was. That's so crazy.
You know why? Because he was in New York with some killers, some real hoopers.
That's funny, nigga. You ain't Mr. New York, but you motherfucking Mr. USA.
Say, like, come on, bro.
That's crazy. Bro, and he was the Gatorade Player of the Year.
Bro, Elton Brand was like
MVP.
Bro, when he was in high school, Elton Brand was in high school with him. Elton Brand was like the number one New York basketball player.
He from New York?
Elton Brand, yeah. Lamar Odom, and Ron Artest was on the same AAU too.
That's the only same New York nigga I could think of.
Elton Brand, right?
Yeah, because Saquon Barkley left. He moved to Pennsylvania, so he don't count.
He don't count. He doesn't count.
He moved to Pennsylvania. That's the only same nigga y'all got.
I'll take Elton Brand.
Hitmaker opens up about these I ain't even gonna read what I just read.
What?
I ain't gonna read what I just said, bro.
Nah, send it to me.
No, I'm not. You don't want to read that.
Okay, I definitely don't want to. Then
I
definitely don't want. If you said I don't want to read it, I'm not.
You don't want to read that. Oh, Kemba Walker. Yeah, Kemba Walker. Yeah, solid. Yeah,
Kemba. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, CJ. I seen Kemba Walker. I seen Brandon Jennings play at the Elite Eight in Rucker Park against Kemba Walker, Lance Stevenson.
Another crazy motherfucker.
Lance Stevenson. Drew Holiday, Tyreek Evans, bruh. In 2008, can nobody tell me that Brandon Jennings wasn't the second coming to Allen Iverson?
He was hooping in Detroit till he fucked his leg up.
CJ. Brandon Jennings was averaging 35. He was averaging 35 points in 12. He's the greatest Oak Hill basketball player to ever play. greater than Carmelo Anthony. Anybody I put any
You got
money on him.
James, yeah,
He
James
averaged 30.
Stackhouse.
All
Did
of
you
them.
have
He
OG
better than all of them.
Melon?
He averaged 35 and 12 assists, bro. He was destroying everybody. Number one consensus basketball player. And then didn't even go to college, bro. He went to
Who over
Europe.
China?
No, he went to Europe, Italy first.
I was in China, didn't he?
Not Italy. Italy. He went to
China,
Italy.
nigga. He ain't got
Yeah,
no
how
damn
much you on bet?
Italy.
He went to Italy first. How
Oh,
much you
yeah.
on bet?
Didn't he leave high school early?
Yeah, he left high school because of
Yeah.
his SAT. He was supposed to go to UConn.
Did he go?
He was supposed to go to UConn. It was UConn at first, and then Louisville. He was supposed to go to play for. He went to Italy.
He went to Rome.
Yeah, he went to. Yeah.
I thought he was supposed to go to China. He did
He
end up
got
going
$2 million. He got $2 million to go to Rome. Then got $2 million from and he got shares in Under Armour. That's what people don't understand. He got stock in Under Armour. Like he's a partner in that company because he was the first basketball player to wear the sneaker in the NBA to be endorsed by him.
Yeah, man, don't know sneaker got no creative thoughts no more, bro.
No, they don't.
I did order them Giannis's though.
You did?
Yeah, I ordered them bitches today.
The gray joints?
Yeah, them boys.
I heard that they're good shoes. My
It
cousin
was only $95. They was supposed to be $95. I waited a day. Them bitches went up to $135. I said, yo.
Whoa.
All the other bullshit was $90, $85.
You should have got you a pair of them Kyries on sale.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I want the ones that the nigga wearing. The
What,
cover
Kyrie?
up. Yeah.
The cover-ups?
Cover-ups. The ones that had the Indian little tassels on them and shit.
Oh, the visible looking ones.
That's one crazy motherfucker, man. Yeah, he
Kyrie,
crazy,
but he's a good hooper though.
And when he hoop, you gotta show up to work.
He been working.
That's why you don't want to work with nobody on FMLA at all, man. At all.
I got a coworker right now who want FMLA. I said, yo,
They can pull it out their ass any given moment.
Bro, that dude every September, bro. I already know what's coming. I'm like, you know what? I just know you're not gonna be at work until next summer.
Man, shit, you got it. You got it.
You ain't
That
gonna be
shit
at work till next
crazy,
summer.
bro.
I wish I could get. I don't know if I'll be having a guilty conscience. I just wish I could pull some shit like that. It'd be just my luck. Somebody running to me like, wait, I thought that you I'll be on vacation. Somebody.
Shit, that's what happens when you be hitting when you get injured in a car accident. They be taking pictures of your house and shit.
Oh yeah, they did that. You know what's crazy? My mom had a situation like that where she legitimately got hurt and she was getting followed, and she had to call her lawyer. They had to do a cease and desist.
Yeah, they do that shit. That's how they caught my man that Jermaine O'Neal slid and hit at the Palace, and he said that he was messed up, and then he hired a private investigator. He was gambling in Vegas. One shit wrong with him. He came to court with his neck brace on, and they said, we got a video to show you.
Wow.
It was in that Palace documentary they did.
What, the Malice in the Palace joint? I gotta watch that.
Netflix. I never watched the whole. I just watched that part, and he said that he came to court with his little neck brace on and shit. They showed him the video.
He probably was like, all right, y'all got me. So y'all got me.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, I mean, you can't, even if you ain't supposed to do nothing, bro. They be following you. My dad should close his windows and everything. I'm like, you paranoid. But let me get out of here, man. Get ready for work in the morning one more day. The power went out at work and that bitch came back on. I was mad as hell.
I'm out here in Orlando, bro. I'm ready to go back to New York, bro. I'm sorry. What? I can't do this. I can't do this shit.
What you in Orlando for?
I told you I was on a work trip, bro. I had to do some
work trip, man. You better go hit.
I already did.
I'll be hitting. I'll be, man. You ain't get no skis. I'm Orlando got them.
Listen, I'm skis it out. I just want to go back.
Go to Disney World, then, nigga.
No, ain't nobody trying to spend all that money. And then I got my little niece is her birthday tomorrow. Shout out to Robin. She turned 4.
Some shit out there, man.
That's what I'm about to do. I just want to go home, bro.
Hell no. I want to go back to that cold ass shit.
I'm not gonna lie, this weather been amazing though, but it's kind of like a placebo. That's why
go to Daytona, bro. What are you doing?
I might get me a little apartment out here for that. You never know. I might just move to Florida.
Shit, you gonna be ready to go back home. You know
Yeah,
how
nah.
racist it is down there. I'm
Hell yeah, I'm
straight.
not. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm staying in New York, bro. I'm a native New Yorker until I die. You already know.
I just said they got the ugly Under Armour. They got Under Armours with a it turned from a croc into a shoe.
What?
Real talk. It turned into a croc into a
Into
shoe.
a whole sneaker.
Yeah, I'll show it to you real quick. It don't look too bad neither. Like something to work out in or whatever.
So it's Croc and then shoe.
Yeah, you could turn like the back flap turn into like a croc. I ain't even saved on my shit yet. Hold on. Let's see if it'll pop up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this shit. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably grab them. Cause I don't like wearing shoes. I ain't no shoe person, bro.
Nah, I can't wear flip flops like that, bro.
I know
I'm a
somebody else.
shooter.
I love flip flops.
Them things.
Hell
I need a
yeah.
pair.
There it go right here. Hell yeah. I don't like wearing shoes. For what?
Nah, bro, cause they shoes, bro.
For what, man? I don't know, damn. I know people that don't even like wearing socks when they shoes. I know your shoes smell like corn
That's
shit.
disgusting. That is nasty.
You know, people don't like wearing socks.
Oh
What?
snap! That ain't even half bad.
Hold on. See?
You know that ain't even half bad.
Yeah, it was just this day and it popped up on my phone. They be listening.
Like
See?
you said,
Hold on.
CJ.
See, it went too fast. I'm trying to find the one I seen. They had an ad. But
Nah, cause
that back part, yeah, you see how I go
yeah,
down?
no, yeah. I mean that is innovative, but like you said, like the sneaker game, so there's nothing that's really
And nothing that's really, you know.
eye catching. The '90s was the greatest sneaker era ever. So
Yeah.
we had so much to choose from.
And all they
Brands,
do is wearing they
brand
shit.
wise
But
too.
probably the 80s was the second best.
'80s second best. You know
Yeah,
that. You know
you had Zirconis in the 90s. You had
Reebok,
Reeboks,
Adidas.
Adidas, K Swiss. Everybody had a run.
Everybody had a little time.
Yeah, everybody had their
Fila.
run.
I know you had a couple pairs of
Niggas
Filas.
had crush puppies, hush puppies. Niggas had Rockports.
Rob, I
Even
was
the
wearing
uniform,
Wallabies.
yeah, well, yeah, yeah, it was a straight time for shoes overall. I don't know
Hell
what
yeah.
they for now.
Everybody wearing Crocs on their feet like it's
Oh yeah, I
fucking
wear
them.
them joys. Yeah, I wear them joys. They
I
so
can't wear
convenient.
those.
They
You
so
you
convenient.
you don't got the Yeezy Crocs?
I ain't supporting that nigga, man. I go buy some shoes from the clan before buy them.
Oh, some
Some
the joints that
Snapple clans.
no what's it Troops? Remember what LL used to wear?
Yeah, no, they want 150 for them bitches though.
What the Troops?
The Under Armour boys.
No, I ain't paying that. Sorry, not
They want
paying that.
150.
Not for no shoes that turn the slides. I ain't even that lazy. I like my shoes on and secure, just in
Ah
case I
man,
gotta
I like
run.
man.
Just in case I gotta, bust a move real quick. Nah, nah, bro.
Man, but yeah, let me get out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. He said,
All
"Man,
right,
y'all remember Fat Farms? Yeah, I had a pair of them joints. They was actually they was
sneakers?
solid. Yeah, they was solid.
Nah, you couldn't
I
be
had
caught
them.
dead in my school.
Yeah,
Them
they were
shits was.
solid. They were solid. Hell yeah,
I
they
had
was
fat phone
one.
clothes though. Their clothes was great.
The shoes, the sneakers was good. The ones with the holes on the side and the logo, they
Nah,
were solid. Yeah, they was a solid
fake
sneaker.
uptowns, bro. Fake
I don't
uptowns.
want no fake uptowns, bro.
Fake up.
Like fake uptowns
Some
is
fake Adidas.
babes. Them is fake. I can say maybe fake Adidas, but
They have fake
not
Adidas.
fake
They have
ones.
fake
Air Force
uptowns too.
Ones.
They have fake uptowns too. They have both.
Yeah, I can.
Sorry.
Yeah, I ain't get them. I had the other
And
ones.
Bapes, and don't disrespect Bape like that because even though Bape was fake, uptowns, them shits was fire
I
because
never
they came in the
wore them.
colors.
I never wore them.
They came in the colors you wish uptowns came in. That's
I
why.
thought they was knockoff Air Force Ones for a minute, but
Like
yeah,
everybody did, but that was dope.
that's why they suing their ass. But peace.
Bape go win. Peace.
Shit, it's China. What you expect? Ain't no
Yeah,
jurisdictions.
there's no jurisdiction.